What's good, boys? I'm sorry I have not made a video in a little while. It's because I've been super busy with graduation, but look, I'm out of that prison now. I've escaped from high school and it is finally over, thank God. But today I have a special reward for you homies, other than just defeating the Turks who tried to sneak in or actually did sneak into our Ascension. I'm also going to be giving away one free Ascension walkthrough, which is super dope for you guys who are not level 121 yet. I think that's the level, I don't even remember, but whatever level you need to, you can hit it now with the free Ascension. So this will be not just for you, but it'll be for your entire tribe. So an entire 6 people can come through. All you guys have to do is like this video, leave a comment down below with what your Discord name is, and also hit that subscribe button. Show me a little bit of support and I'll show you a little bit of support. Anyway, we're also going to be selling Ascensions. It's not going to be for any IRL money or anything. All you guys have to do is go to arksascension.top because we are the top tribe, of course. And there's also a link down below in the description and it's on screen. I know Ascension's a little bit hard to spell, so it's on screen for you guys who are really bad at spelling. Anyway, all this is going to do is redirect you right to our Discord. Instead of clicking a Discord link, I thought this would be cooler and even simpler. You literally just go to that link and it'll redirect you right to our Ascension Discord, where you can message one of me or my tribe mates to get info on how much you have to pay for the Ascension, and we will run you right through it. Anyway, we're running these all the time, so if you guys are planning on getting an Ascension bought, or if you guys might want to win it for free, then you guys have all the chances in the world. Just make sure you guys join the Ascension Discord and hit us up and we'll definitely run you guys through it. Anyway, enjoy the rest of the video. So right here is the aftermath of the goons pulling up on our red op. Now honestly, overall not too much damage was done. The worst is actually probably all of the Valinos that they killed. I would say there is probably 100 to 200 Valinos lined up all over the entire red op. If you guys don't actually understand, our red op build is pretty much a scalpel. I think that's the right word. That might actually be what the doctors use for surgery, but I don't know. It's the thing, like, you know how painters use like the things on the side of the buildings to paint the buildings? It's whatever that's called. I don't know actually how to pronounce that, but that's pretty much what is around our red op. And what we do is, instead of putting painters up there, we put Volanos up there. And the reason it's for that is because Volanos are pretty much just normal turrets, but unlimited, and they're really just auto turrets or heavy turrets on crack, because they don't run out of ammo, and honestly they are pretty hard to kill once you have a decent amount of mutations on them, and then even just a prim saddle if you don't have even better ones on there as well. Also, Volanos are so easy to raise. They take what, a day maybe? I don't know, they might even take less than a day. They take 2 imprints and they're super quick, and even just raising them and feeding them, you probably have to feed them for what, like an hour, maybe 2 hours, and then you're just good to go. I don't even think you even have to raise them for that long. I think once you just put even like an hour of time into them, I think after that you're like, you can literally just run around everywhere. They can hold so much meat, and then eventually they just hit 10% like right away and then start eating from the troughs. But the hardest part about the Volanos is actually lining them up. That's the most annoyingest thing. And then also you have to put on the right settings, which you have to put on ignore group whistle, high range, enable turret mode, rename it, and aggressive, of course. So there's like 5 different things that you have to do for every single Volano. If you think about it, you do this to 100 different Volanos, that's 500 different times. And also, I believe if you cryopod them and then throw them back out, the settings don't stick. So even if you did it before, you still have to do it after you line them up. It's annoying. That's the worst part in my opinion about the Volanos. But overall damage they actually did to our red op, it really wasn't that significant. The side that they came from, that side of our Titan cage was actually pretty damaged, and they actually broke a decent amount of the Titan cage, but the turrets were not very soaked at all. We actually just filled them up back to max again. And then also, even the damage to our turrets, it might look like all of our turrets are damaged, but, well, you know, I might not actually spoil the secret. You guys can probably guess what is actually up with them, but it's a pretty good defense, and it's actually pretty funny when people think they're actually damaged. You can just spyglass them and see them yourself. It's a really good defense. When I first joined the tribe, I thought all the turrets were actually really damaged, but if you guys know, then you know. But it's pretty funny. Anyway, other than that though, the turrets weren't damaged. The Titan cage was damaged, but that's good, dude. The Titan cage was what, a 10 minutes worth of metal farming. Like, it was literally nothing, and we can just rebuild this back in about an hour. And also, I'll just show you guys a highlight of our red knob now. It's built even way better than it was before. If they couldn't get into the crappier red knob that we had, we built Titan defenses even way better than we used to have them, and now they are just amazing in my opinion. Also, now we spammed out so much more spam, so they have to fob a lot farther away, or they have to destroy a lot more spam to build up even closer to us. So honestly, how much damage did they really do? Not that much at all, but at the same time, the most annoyingest part for me was all the Volanus. It takes about, I would say, a total of 2 hours to tame all 3 Titans. Now I know, look, if you guys are on Xbox or you guys are a much smaller small tribe, then you guys probably don't realize that it actually is super simple and easy to tame these Titans. If you're in a really big tribe like us, you guys can pretty much get all the Titans done in less than, I would say, 3 hours total. The Desert Titan, you literally just need a Quetzal, and it takes about, like, what, 10 minutes to tame them? Back in the day when Extinction first came out, I was taming them every single day with the snow out. They didn't change that many mechanics, and now you just do it with a Quetzal, and you can still tame it in this short amount of time. The Forest Titan and the Ice Titan, though, honestly, in my opinion, I don't have much experience of ever actually taming them on small tribes. Only the Desert Titan, though. When you have a big tribe, those Titans are not that hard either. And also, all the people that came to attack us were all from different servers. So they each had their own tribe where they could have just tamed the Titans to do drops that day, and then they just upload them to bring them over here and have some fun with. So it took them even less time to get those Titans because they all work together as multiple different tribes. It's no insult to them or anything, I'm just telling you the truth. This is actually what happens if you just have a bunch of different tribes. Each player from one different tribe just comes together, then you have basically 6 different tribes attacking you at once because you can pump all the resources from each tribe into one raid. You get what I'm saying? I'm not complaining at all, I'm just stating how the facts actually are, and this is actually what happens. Like I said, I'm not crying, I'm not complaining. This is small tribes. You either do it or you don't, and then you lose. That's how it works. Now, the only thing that I really want to add to this is that honestly, wildcards should probably nerf Titans a little bit. I think I'm going to make a whole nother video on this, but the Forest Titan is honestly a pretty big wrecking ball when it came over. The Desert Titan and even the Ice Titan weren't too crazy. I mean, the Ice Titan tanked the most and did the most damage to all the structures and all of our ammo and stuff like that, but the Forest Titan alone literally took every single one of our Volanos in probably less than 30 minutes, and it was super easy for them. Also, anything we teleported over to defend with, they literally took, including Gigas, Rexes, like literally anything we teleported over to. And keep in mind, there's literally an entire pretty much metal box surrounding our entire red knob, and yet the Forest Titan can grab through all of those structures, grab every single Volano, and it can also grab anything we teleport in. That's honestly massively OP. In my opinion, I think they need to nerf it somehow, possibly decrease the range of the Forest Titan, maybe decrease what it can actually pick up or how many things at once it can pick up, because it can pick up over 3 to 4 things at once, which is pretty mind-blowing. I never knew that before this defense, but yeah, that's definitely super duper OP. I don't know any other ways that they can really nerf it, but imagine if this Forest Titan came to attacking you. We're one of the biggest tribes in all of small tribes. Imagine if it came to a smaller tribe. Keep in mind, it takes about an hour in total to tame maybe 1 Titan, even less than that, but they bring this Titan to your base and you don't even have defenses that are set up like ours. They could take literally every single one of your dinos and just kill all of them. Then you have nothing to defend with, and then you get raided because that's exactly how it works. So yeah, I don't know. I just do not like Titans that much. I think that they do suck in some ways, but at the same time, they still have those OP mechanics, which does really ruin them. And I mean, even think about the Desert Titan. A long time ago, or not too long ago, I would say, you could use the lightning and extend the lightning all the way into somebody's turrets and kill every single one of their dinos. I did that back when Extinction came out, and you could kill literally everybody's dinos from so far away and not have any repercussions to face because they were so OP. Imagine if before the nerf of the Desert Titan, they could probably have just came to a red knob, put lightning right on the red knob, and kill all of our Volanos in probably like literally less than 5 minutes, and the AoE would just kill every Volano on there. That would be really sick to see. I would love to see that, honestly. That would just be funny. Like, imagine the red death messages coming through. 100 Volanos dead instantly. That, oh man, I would have been even more mad about that. But other than that, though, I mean, still, it was a good fight, I guess. And sadly now, we are not major enemies anymore. If you guys don't know, small tribes has politics. We're not allies or anything because obviously that's not allowed. But, you know, we're not major enemies anymore. So I cannot meme on Shotgus anymore. And he has stopped being very toxic to me as well. So I'll give him that. Look, in the end of things, I was never directly toxic to Shotgus. The way that this actually started was I made the video saying that I was the biggest tribe on small tribes only for clickbait, and I knew that it would probably get a lot of views. I didn't expect it to get as much attention as it did, but hey, look where we're at now. And Shotgus, I believe, got pretty offended by that, and that's why he really started to hate on me and dislike me. Nowhere ever was I directly toxic to Shotgus before he was toxic to me, so that's just really what it was. I just made fun of him by recording his clips and putting them in my videos, and that's all it was, just some friendly banter, but he took it a little bit too serious. Anyway, though, I'm not trying to start any beef back up. I'm just trying to say exactly what it started from, how it actually happened, because a lot of people think I'm the toxic one. All I'm doing is memeing from the stuff that he's saying about me. So anyway, air's all clear now. I don't think we're friends at all, and I don't really care to be friends, but we're definitely not enemies anymore. So there's that, and enjoy the Ascension run where we do definitely mess up a few different Turks. It was pretty funny. you.